What do you think makes a great voice?
Just authenticity, which is actually kind of a cheap word. I kind of hate using that word, but it's a voice that...
File that under the bad business writing?
Please, actually, that's one that goes under there. A true voice, maybe. Just everyone, when you meet somebody, everyone has a unique way of speaking about themselves or communicating about themselves, and a company should have the same thing. There shouldn't be just this generic corporate speak. So I think it's just a matter of having people write things, writing the way you would speak rather than writing the way you want to be read, I think is a big deal too. But really, it just has to be real. And I used authenticity and truth and real and all that stuff. They're all kind of the same thing, but I think it does matter. Yeah, I mean, we don't ever set out to offend people, but I think sometimes you do if you have an opinion, and that's fine, and that's good. I think you need to share your opinions and be honest about who you are and what you believe in, and lay it out there. And some companies or customers aren't going to like you, and some people are going to love you. But I think that's where I'd rather be. I don't want to be in the middle where everyone kind of has no opinion about you other than whatever. I'd rather be on one side or the other, and I think that's what makes companies interesting is when they have a point of view and they're not afraid to share it. And not being afraid to just not be slick. I think there's a lot of Apple envy out there today where everyone feels like they need to be Apple. They look at Apple, amazing company, right? And Apple's very slick, and so everyone's trying to be Apple. Well, just be yourself. Like, you can be Apple if you're Apple, and there's other companies that are Apple-like, but not everyone has to do that. And so we're trying not to do that. We're just trying to say, like, hey, we're a small company. We have fun. We try to have fun. Here's like how we speak. Here's how we talk. Here's the kind of stuff we doodle around the office. Like, let's make that our website. Like, why not? And it hasn't hurt business. By putting up a hand-drawn silly illustration, like some companies would be like, this is unprofessional. Like, whatever. What does that mean anyway? And so we just do this, and it's fine. And we're going to do more and more of that kind of stuff and really show off who we are, I think. I read a lot of magazines, actually, and newspapers more so than books these days. I have a hard time finishing books. They're too long, and they're too repetitive, which is why you can read our books in like 3 hours. Yeah. Because I don't want to write a book that I wouldn't read. And a lot of business books especially are basically, I learned this in the publishing business when we wrote a book. They wanted every book has to be about 4,000 or 40,000 words in order to make it about this thick, because that's all publishers care about is the thickness of the book. Sort of
perceived value, just how thick it is.
And so basically,
this is going to teach me a lot.
This is true. This is how it is. It's seriously about the thickness of the book. And maybe that's true, so I get it, but it's ridiculous. So if the book would be better if it was this thick, it doesn't matter. It has to be this thick, because this thick is what sells. And so
that lets us do the hardcover and with the glossy and
the whole thing. And people are willing to pay $20 for this, but not for this, even if this is better. And so that's why I read about half of a business book and then I stop, because I feel like I pretty much got the whole thing.